Good morning. Back with another scooter. This here is my 2002 Yamaha Zuma. This is actually the first scooter that I guess started the collection of scoots. I picked this one up for, I think it was $600 or $700. Drove all the way to Kentucky, about 3 hours away for it. It was in pretty crappy condition. I'll insert a pic of what it looked like when I got it, but didn't take too many when I first got it because I was just excited to start messing with it. But yeah, this one is 70cc. I have quite a few things done to it, and I'll kind of run down the list as I show it to you. So the plastics are like a kind of like a BS Nardo gray because I painted them with Rust-Oleum rattle cans. I didn't really think about it at the time, but the black was all scratched up. It was originally a black scooter. The black is all scratched up, and there's a couple cracks in the rear plastics here. So I had, repaired those with some plastic filler and stuff like that. And then just painted them gray. And then I made these Yamaha decals, which I have on every single one of my Zumas. I really like them. I don't know, the bubble letters give it a whole different vibe. And then, yeah, so it's a Stage 6 Street Race 70 kit. I have the Stage 6 Pro replica pipe. I'd snapped the bolt off and the tab where you mount the actual clamp for the silencer. So I just got some zip ties tied up on it. You got the air scoop, the little Mop Boys decal, the Offspring Mop Boys decal. I just finished up this rack, and it's poorly painted at the moment, but it's kind of like a bit of a stunt rack. I'm waiting on some titanium blocks to come in. These are just some regular BMX chromoly pegs, and I have some grade 8 bolts holding them in all around. Kind of support my weight. I'm a pretty hefty guy. I got a Stage 6 choke there. As far as CVT goes, this has basically a 3-shoe clutch, like a Motoforce 3-shoe clutch. It has just kind of a stock bell. It has a Melosi Multivar with some lighter weights in it. I'm running a Delordo 21mm carburetor and S23 Scooter Swap Shop's intake manifold and the dual stage reeds that are on it that came with it. As far as bars go, I have an NCY bar clamp, and then I have these Rocks Racing pivoting risers. They are 2.5 inch, and they adapt the 7/8 bars to fat bars, 1 1/8. Then I have some Pro Taper Universal Low fat bars. I'm running a Nibby quick throttle with a Nibby cable. All stock controls, and they're functional. Just got the little mirror over there. Pro Taper grips. Yeah, I had to extend all the wires so I can get the bars up this high. It wasn't that bad. You just solder them, cut them, solder them, lengthen them out. Luckily, I had a whole nother set of, 2 sets actually, of old controls. So I just clipped the ends off of the new controls that I bought, because these are all brand new controls that I got off Partzilla. I clipped the ends off of the new controls, and then I added basically the wire that would be from here, or I clipped the wire on the old ones here, and then I added it to there, so they go pretty far down in there, and there's definitely no way they're getting hung up on anything. I also have the JDM tail, and I have integrated blinkers, LED blinkers, and I have these LED blinkers here. I have a little Doppler Kickstarter. I had used actually a adapter from Home Depot to put this Unity filter on, and it's been working pretty great. It's just a rubber PVC, like a flexible boot. This bike also has stage 6, 1343 gears, and I had it on my other black and yellow Bugeye that I did another video on, and I had a Naraku 70 kit on it, and it just didn't have the power to kind of pull those gears, so it didn't make sense for me to leave them on there. So I had taken that whole bike apart and I swapped it back to the OEM gears, and then I was thinking to myself, like, oh, you know, this one has the Stage 670 street race and the pipe, and basically all in all it just has a bit more power. Let's see if they'll work on this, and they work well. They work well. I have no complaints. It doesn't have like a weird bog. Oh, also I have the S23 secondary pulley on here, and that's pretty nice compared to what the other Bugeye that I have is like at certain RPM ranges. What else do I got going on? I have just this run leader gauge, which I'm kind of a fan of these. They're cheap enough, and all the ones that I've bought so far have functioned the way that they're supposed to. I haven't gotten one that just hasn't worked, because I've read a lot of reviews where people say that they just don't even light up, or they don't, you know, show you anything, or the numbers are all wrong, or they can't get it to program, or anything like that. It's just like nightmares. And then some people say it works the best, so I don't know. I've had good luck with them. This is the third one that I have on one of my bikes, and it works good. I have these Kenda tires. I forgot the exact model of the tire, but I have the normal 120/90 on the front, and at the time when I was building this scooter, I guess I just wanted like a fatter tire because I intended on doing wheelies. So this is a 140/90, and I'll say, like, it gets super close to the shock, and then when it balloons out, I guess when you're going, I think I've heard it rub on there, but I couldn't be 100% sure. It doesn't look like it from the tire, but. And then, yeah. When I built this thing, I actually put all brand new plastics on. I mean, it may not look like it right now because it's filthy, but all brand new plastics, knee shield, floorboard, this cowl, the underbelly, the headlight bezels, everything except for the actual colored panels. And I got this Thrill Seeker seat cover made. But yeah, all in all, this is a really good bike, and this is kind of like the start of it all for me. I started really getting into it with this one, and then I got a Honda Navi, and I was liking the Navi, and then basically my wife needed a quick and easy way to get to work because she only works like 5 minutes from where we live. So I was like, you can take the Navi, and then it basically just spiraled out of control with getting Zumas, as you can see from the other builds that I have on my YouTube. But yeah, that's basically the gist of it. This one wheelies really well. I've been practicing my knee knockers a bunch on it with my foot in that hoop that I made, and I can't wait to get the titanium scrape bar so I can actually start trying to scrape. It's definitely going to be a big jump for me as far as skill level goes when it comes to wheeling. I don't really have many other plans for this one. I may possibly in the future get new plastics, but new colored plastics. But for right now, I just don't see a reason in it. It's just, you know, it's kind of like the beater scooter. Well, I shouldn't say the beater scooter, but it's like one of those things where I don't really want to spend the money on them when I have other projects to build, and this one already runs and rides and looks pretty good, or I think it looks pretty good. Somebody else may disagree, but yeah, that's about it. I mean, I had trimmed this off because this was the first thing that touched when I kind of went back too far one day, and now that I have the scrape bar, I want that to be like the only thing that touches. I had just placed an order for a new 280mm rear shock. Probably once it gets super cold this winter, I'm going to put heavier fork oil in it and just kind of set it up for somebody my size and weight a bit better. if you look at any of the clips that I put up of me wheeling it, you could see that there's a lot of suspension travel, you know, with my 200 and something pound self on there. And I just think it could be a bit more ideal for my size and weight, but that'll be something that comes in the future. But yeah, I'll try and get a small clip of actually riding it, or like a POV kind of me riding it. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the breakdown of the video, or the breakdown of the bike and the video. And yeah, keep following or subscribe, comment, ask me any questions about it, and I'd be happy to answer. Yeah, that's it.